Hello, friends, both old and new. I am John St. Baptiste, and this is Music Makes the People Come Together, where we share amazing and eclectic music with amazing and eclectic people, much like yourselves. This is this week's playlist and the video about it. If you want to go directly to the playlist and check the music out, then come back for the curation. You can find it in the description box down below, along with all the other playlists that this playlist feeds into. So please enjoy that. If you would be so kind, hit the like button on your way out. If you're not a subscriber and you enjoy my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I put something new up. Normally, the teaser comes up on Thursday, the playlist comes up on Sunday, and on Wednesday I do midweek music ear candy, which is all subscriber based. Subscribers send me their songs that they want me to check out, and I give my immediate feedback and reaction to it. So if you would like to do so, leave it in the comment section down below, and I hope to hear from you, because this channel is all about sharing music. I share music with you, you share music with me, we share music with each other, and please share music with one another yourselves. So we're going to move right into this playlist. The track of the week, which came up on the teaser, is You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones. It's off their album Let It Bleed. Amazing album, came out in 1969. I covered a little bit about it on the teaser, but I also just want to mention that what's so cool about this song is, A, they used an entire choir. They were one of the first bands to really try and do that. And B, it's all about the progression from disillusionment to pragmatism. And you have to do that in life, because you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Next, the Better to Be Happy track for this week is I Can't Stop Raving by Dune. Dune was a project from Germany. This is a freaking awesome track, and it's very uplifting, which is kind of nice after the last one. So let's raise it back up and be in a good freaking mood. It came out in 1995. Dune is from Germany. It was a project that was put together to make just some great freaking music. It's got a banging beat, and oh my gosh, if you listen to this, it's really hard to keep your butt in your chair, because it is so just powerful, and I hope you really enjoy that. I Can't Stop Raving. I'm a little too old, but that's all subjective, right? The full track for this week, I am really stoked about. This is Super Sexy Swinging Sounds 2 by White Zombie. Now, this is not an official recording. This was done by Dope Fiend Releasing, who does remixes, and this is their collection of remixes of White Zombie tracks. I think it's freaking awesome. I hope you really dig on it, because these are some great remixes, and as always, the full playlist, anything on it has the entire track, or the entire album, concert, or DJ set as one single track, so you can just sit there and listen to it in its entirety. It's about 45 minutes long. This would make a great workout music. It's not really quite danceable, but these are some amazing remixes. They're generally ambient, but not all of them are. So I hope you dig on that. Next, we have the cover that kicks ass for this week. And this is Everclear, a band that I absolutely adore from California. doing Thin Lizzy's The Boys Are Back in Town. This is just a fun party song. It's really just there to enjoy and celebrate just the day. So the original, interesting fact about the original version of this, it wasn't even on their album, but when Thin Lizzy was touring America, they released some demos to different radio stations. Back then, that was the best way to get your stuff played, like a week or so before you started, you arrived in that town to during your tour. And this track was so popular with these DJs, it blew the guys in Thin Lizzy, it blew their minds, because they had not put this on the album. But it was so played and so hyped up that people came and listened to it and came and checked them out live, and it really helped the band take off. I just think it's great that this wasn't even an official track, and it really helped them as artists take off and be recognized for the quality of their work. I love me some Thin Lizzy. Great stuff. One of my favorite bands ever. And I know I say that a lot, but I seriously mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thin Lizzy's freaking awesome. But getting back to the track, this cover by Everclear has so much energy. It really captures just that entire feeling, and it's just fun to listen to. So I hope you enjoyed doing so. Next, we have Whose House? John's House. And the track this week is Cowgirl by Underworld. Ooh, I love this, and I included the official music video, which is just freaking awesome. This is a great track. It's kind of borders the line between house and trance, but it's a really sick track. Also, if you've ever seen the movie Hackers, it was featured in that. So I hope you enjoy that. That was a movie that had its high points and low points, but overall I have a certain nostalgic love for it, and I freaking love this track. It takes your mind to another space, and if you have the opportunity, watch the video that goes along with it, because it's... I don't even know how to describe it. I'm going to leave it out there for you to discover. So, moving on. The next playlist that has been contributed to is The City of Steel. Every 6 weeks, I do a collection of music. 2 tracks a week from a certain genre. Those are subscriber-based. So if you have a genre you want me to check out, please do so. There are 3 ahead of yours. There's another week or 2 left of this. So it might be a while. Don't think I am ignoring you. I will definitely acknowledge it, and I will definitely let you know, hey, I'm going to do this. But City of Steel is all about Motown. And these are 2 of my favorite Motown tracks. First, we have Nat King Cole. Oh my gosh, the man had a freaking voice. One of the best tenors I can think of. And this is him doing Nature Boy, which, if you've ever seen this movie Moulin Rouge, is a primary and definitive track in that movie's soundtrack. Now, it in that soundtrack is talking about the main character. But the song is actually about Jesus Christ. And it has this message that I don't care what your beliefs are, and I'm not trying to stylize to you, but this message that Christ had, which is the greatest thing you'll ever learn, is just to love and be loved in return. And this is so well done, and just seeing it performed live is great. Then we're going to go into the other City of Steel track, which is at the exact opposite of the Motown spectrum. And this is Little Frickin' Richard doing Long Tall Sally. This song has so much vibrance and energy. I mean, the saxophonist freaking jumps on the piano to play. It's so powerful. And it's great to watch, and this isn't some social justice warrior statement, but it's great to watch these black guys playing in a club they probably would not have been allowed to be guests in, and all these white people stiffly, like, bopping around. It's kind of a just really interesting juxtaposition, and I hope you enjoy watching that, because this is also live. Also, if you ever get the opportunity, check out the movie and the soundtrack for Backbeat. It came out in the mid-1990s, and the movie was about the Beatles' formative years when they were doing club gigs almost as a garage-style band in Amberg, Germany. Now, the band they put together to do that soundtrack is sick. It's amazing. Dave Pirner from Soul Asylum. Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. Thurston Moore from Sonic Youth. Greg Dulli from the Afghan Whigs. And, the names are eluding me. But, the drummer from Jawbox and the bassist from REM. Super group. And it's awesome, and they really get the feeling of that raw garage sound that a lot of rock and roll music had back then. And this rock and roll music was all playing Motown classics and reinterpreting them in an even harder manner. I mean, last week we talked about Johnny B. Good, and this is just another step on that ladder. So I hope you enjoy that. This is Dealer's Choice Week. I'm just playing whatever I feel like, and I do that about once a month. Normally everything has a theme, but this week the theme is what John wants to play. So getting to that, next off we have I am going to give you a bonus track. Now, I've done this before, and I've decided after a couple weeks of this, you're just going to get a bonus track every week. Usually it'll feed into the theme, sometimes it won't, but it's always going to be something that I think is just awesome and I want to share with you. This week's bonus track is the Hampton Symphony Orchestra doing the Beach Boys classic, Good Vibrations, in the style of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. So I'll just let you think on that one and try and enjoy it, because it is pretty freaking awesome. So, getting to trivia this week. Last week's trivia question was, what was the original name of the original band that Billy Joel was in? And that band was called the Echoes. Rayanne Callender actually came up with the answer, and so here, Rayanne, there's your smooch for the week. Also, you get a special track that I drop into the prizes playlist, which is down with the other playlists down below. But it is your special track, and I will send it specifically to you in the comment section, and I hope you enjoy it. I normally get my special tracks up a little sooner, but it's coming out a bit late this week, and I apologize for that. But it shall be yours. Also, this week's trivia question. So, we featured for the Covers the Kick-Ass track this week, Everclear, covering The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy. Now, what movie was that on? And what band was that movie about? If you can answer those questions, you'll get this week's Smooch, and you'll also get your own little special track that I just like to share with you because I love sharing music that much. So I hope to hear from you very soon. Got to be the first one up there, so watch out because some of these people drop their stuff very fast. Okay? Last thing I'm going to do is give some shout outs to some people who have always supported me and have called me out on their channels. I just want to do the same. Raw Wrist, In Deep Geek, AU Pack Mule, Azora Hype, and Lauren's Corner, who interviewed me this week. Check out the Music Makes the People Come Together playlist, and you can find that interview. And it's pretty hard hitting. If she asks to interview you, please bring your tissues. This is some pretty hard hitting stuff. Awesome woman. And check her channel out too while you're down at it, because this woman is also an amazing poet. So I hope you enjoy that. I'm going to get off of here. In the meantime, if you would be so kind, PLUR, please be excellent to one another and party on.